Giannis Antetokounmpo's future with the Milwaukee Bucks has been hanging in the balance for months now, rumors swirling, rival teams making their pitch. But then, out of nowhere, the Bucks shocked the NBA world with a move so bold, so unexpected, it might just be the play to keep their superstar in Milwaukee for years to come. What does it mean for Giannis, the Bucks, and the future of the Eastern Conference? Let's break it down. Before we dive into all the action, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear if you think this gamble will pay off for the Bucks or if they're setting themselves up for disaster. Now, let's get into it. The Milwaukee Bucks just pulled off a move that left the NBA world gasping for air. After months of uncertainty, whispers about Giannis Antetokounmpo's future, and rumors that the two-time MVP might be on the move, the Bucks made a daring play, one that's as big as it gets. General Manager John Horst, realizing how desperate the situation had become, made the call that few saw coming. Giannis had made it clear that his time in Milwaukee could be short-lived unless the team committed to giving him the tools to win another championship. His contract, still having a few more years left, had many questioning whether the Bucks could keep up with the likes of the Boston Celtics, Philadelphia 76ers, and other Eastern powerhouses. But instead of playing it safe, the Bucks went all in. Enter Myles Turner, the 29-year-old big man who'd been linked to a potential move to the Bucks for some time now. A former Indiana Pacer, Turner had been expected to re-sign with Indiana after the Pacers' surprising run to the NBA Finals. But in a shocking twist, the Bucks swooped in, landing Turner on a 4-year, $107 million deal. But here's where it gets really interesting. To make room for Turner, the Bucks decided to part ways with one of their biggest recent acquisitions, Damian Lillard. Yes, you heard that right. The same Damian Lillard, a 34-year-old nine-time All-Star, the player they traded for last year to pair with Giannis in an attempt to form an elite championship duo, is now being waived. This is where the real gamble kicks in. By waiving Lillard, the Bucks are absorbing one of the largest financial risks in NBA history. Lillard's remaining $112 million will be stretched across the salary cap for the next 5 seasons, making it the largest contract ever to be stretched in NBA history. To put it into perspective, the previous record holder was the New York Knicks, who stretched Joakim Noah's remaining $37.8 million deal back in 2018. The Bucks' commitment is nearly 3 times larger, but why take this extreme step? Why move on from a future Hall of Famer like Lillard, especially after investing so much in him? The answer is simple: Giannis. The Bucks are playing a dangerous game here, one where they have to prove to Giannis that they're all in on winning more titles. They know they can't afford to waste any of his prime years. So, in a bold, high-risk, high-reward move, they've made the decision to go big and go for Turner, who could be the perfect complement to Giannis in the front court. Turner is a dynamic center who can protect the rim and space the floor, a rare combination of skills that could elevate the Bucks' defense and offense. With the Eastern Conference wide open, the Bucks are betting that this move will push them over the top. But here's the question that's still hanging in the air: will Giannis buy in? When John Horst pulled the trigger on trading for Drew Holiday back in 2020, it paid off big time, helping the Bucks win the 2021 NBA title. And when the Lillard trade went down in 2023, it seemed like the Bucks were once again positioning themselves for another run. But this time, the stakes are higher. The Bucks have just parted ways with a superstar player and committed a huge amount of money to Turner. Giannis has made it clear that he wants to win, but is this the kind of bold move that convinces him to stick around? It's hard to say for sure. The rumors about Giannis's future didn't stop after the Lillard trade. In fact, after the Bucks were eliminated by the Pacers in the playoffs, Giannis dodged questions about his future, leaving the door open for speculation. Could this move be enough to convince him that the Bucks are serious about winning now and in the future? One thing's for certain: Giannis is a competitor. He wants to win, and he wants to win now. The Bucks front office is betting that by adding Turner, they'll have the roster to compete with the league's best. But whether or not that's enough to keep their superstar happy is still up in the air. As we head into the new NBA season, all eyes will be on Milwaukee. Can the Bucks, with Myles Turner now in the fold, return to championship contention? Will this risky gamble pay off, or will it cost them Giannis's future with the team?